Hi, I'm Alex Archbold. I've been buying and selling antiques since I was a kid. Over the years, generations of our family have gotten involved in the business, and I'll search just about anywhere I can to find hidden treasures both big and small. I never know what I'll turn up next. It's about exploring new places, seeing new sights, and having fun. And even though sometimes I get over my head, we try and make things a little better along the way. This is Curiosity Inc. Hi everybody and welcome to today's episode. You might notice that I am in a building that's not home. That's because I'm at the airport and I'm on my way to New York City. But this time, I have company. One of them, actually, the whole family's coming with us. So follow along on today's adventure while we go explore New York. It'll be your first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you excited?
Yes, I am.
All right. It's also, we had to get up at 4:30 in the morning today, so everybody's a little bit groggy, but the plane is departing in about 30 minutes. We're gonna head over to the gate. I guess maybe after I check out this little gift shop first. Oh, there's the rest of them.
In a bookstore.
In a bookstore. I was looking at some of the stuff that you could bring on the plane, you know, like sock monkey thing, I guess. There's toilet spray, you know, normal stuff I guess you'd buy. Nothing like being on the airplane and deciding to peel your feet. Don't mind me while the guy takes his sock off and sticks this on there. Anyway, lots of fun stuff. But we best go. While we are waiting for our flight, Stephen is drawing, where he was a minute ago, and Melissa is doing Duolingo and learning German. But what's the phrase that they want to teach you?
Is curry sausage too spicy for your cat?
When are you ever going to use that?
But if I do need to use it.
I feel like you're like over a year in. That's such a specific thing.
Spicy for your cat.
I guess we'll never know unless we go to Germany. We arrived at the Hotel Edison. Jason's hiding himself away in the bathroom. The rooms connect. This is the kid suite. Hey, Abigail. Did you see the view out the window? It's the most New York-y looking view. As I trip and fall. It's the back of a bunch of buildings. But look, if you look real close, it says St. James Monty Python Spamalot. Kind of a random thing to have. But look, does that ever look like New York or what? All those water towers and everything. So we're gonna go explore out there pretty soon. We go for a little walk. Everybody's gonna get settled in and then we'll go get something to eat. All right. We are just kind of in the Broadway area right now, and we are going to go to Junior's restaurant, which is right there. Just have to get ourselves across the street in one piece. Okay, quick. The food arrived. I got the triple clubhouse, and you got to unhinge your jaw like a python to get that in there. Melissa got the Reuben, which they're famous for. And the kids all decided to get the fried chicken sandwich. So I guess time to dig in. Now, those of you watching at home that have been to New York City are probably saying to yourself, Alex, how could you go to Junior's and not get the cheesecake? Well, guess what? I did both. In fact, the kids all got their pieces. They're somewhere around here eating their food. Steven's on the phone. But the cheesecake is fantastic. I think next for us is going to be going for a little walk down to Times Square. We're just waiting for a little mini bar fridge to show up at the hotel so our food doesn't go bad because it was so much food. The Reuben was huge. My clubhouse was huge. I can only eat half of it and a little sliver of this cheesecake. We don't want it to go to waste, so we got a fridge coming up. So as soon as that happens, off we'll go. Next up, of course, classic New York hot dogs, Times Square, and adjacent. Just doing the touristy thing, of course.
What? Oh yeah, look this.
Oh yeah, you don't want to take a picture with Mickey and Minnie Mouse. They will take your money. So do you guys want to go check out some stores?
Yeah.
Okay.
Faster!
It is like 8 p.m. on a Monday. Normally there'd be no reason for a person to be out in these kind of quantities. But here we are. So, what is your take on New York so far?
Definitely bright. Very bright.
Yeah, lots of lights stuff. Abigail, what do you think?
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Jason?
I think it's very awesome. And busy.
And busy.
Guys, it's crazy busy.
Crazy busy. It is, but look what's happening here.
It feels very lively. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Everybody's like hanging out and having a good time.
Having fun doing stuff, and there's a sea of unofficial Disney characters walking around here too.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep the tour going. Let's walk down to Times Square. So just off Times Square, we stopped in the Tamashii Nation store, which seems to be a lot of collectible sort of figures. You got One Piece, Bruce Lee, Batman, all these very detailed looking little figures here. Oh, Jamiroquai. That's random. Pretty neat. Can't imagine what rent would be for a store like this down here. Oh, kind of is. We found like the world's biggest stuffed teddy bear inside of this store. I was trying to get Abigail to get a picture taken, but you put a little happy face on there. Somebody wrote their name Gabe. It's actually just doesn't do anything. It's just moving the fur one direction or the next, but that's a big teddy bear. It's the next morning. You guys don't know that, but I do because I slept and woke up and I was in New York City. Today is going to be a fun day. We're actually walking to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which was on our big to-do list. Kind of the main reason why I wanted to come out here was to show the kids that. Before we leave the hotel room, I wanted to show you a couple neat things about this hotel. If you look at this wallpaper from kind of far back, it looks like Art Deco sort of peacock design wallpaper. When you get closer, you see that's actually a light bulb, an old incandescent light bulb, and it has the letter E in it because this hotel was named after Thomas Edison. And when they did their grand opening here back in 1930, oh gosh, whatever it was, 39 I think, he was the guy that came and turned the lights on. So that's pretty cool. I don't think it made that sound, but in my mind it did. So now begins the walk from our hotel just off of Times Square through Central Park to the Metropolitan Museum, hopefully just in time. Well, made it to Central Park, and it's wintry cold in Canada. They've got their flowers coming up over here. So we've got a bit of a walk. It's about a half hour across the park to get to the museum, but it looks like a nice day for a walk, even though it's a little chilly. You guys up for it?
Yeah.
All right, they say they're up for it. There's a fair bit to do as you walk through Central Park. If you've got kids or dogs, you can walk them both, except only one of them you have to pick up their droppings from. There's a playground there full of young humans. We're going to the right. You guys tempted to go on those swings?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's pretty full.
Yeah, it does. So you know in Home Alone when Kevin got lost in New York and he ended up scared in Central Park? There's a whole playground he could have been playing at. Oh, the choices we make. Instead he made friends with the bird lady, which worked out all right. Except at the very end, instead of giving her food, he gave her a pin of a bird, which she already had all around her. Oh, off we go. Melissa, of course, instantly is making friends with the local squirrels. You were like the squirrel queen.
That seems like such a tiny little thing for that squirrel.
Yeah, it's not afraid. He's just hoping you have food for him.
Squirrel's the same size as our dog.
They have sparrows.
You said it's the same size as Chewy?
Yeah.
Close.
They all walk from us.
All right, let's go, guys. And the birds are, look, every animal is so used to being fed here that they're just sit by your feet and wait for it. Steven wanted to walk down this path because he said it looked kind of pretty. Cherry blossoms and the statues and creeks. I can see why. Little statues down there. What are you looking at?
The statue.
Oh.
The sculpture, I should say.
Is it the tea party? It looks like Alice in Wonderland.
Because there's mushrooms and a bunny.
We're nearly there though. Basically just down this way a little bit is the museum. Past the sea of crepes and hot dogs, you'll find the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which is just on the left. And that's where we're headed today. Now, unfortunately, they don't allow videography or filming in there, but I can take pictures. So prepare for a little slideshow while we tour the Met. Before we go in though, I wanted to show you something kind of cool. Like over the years, they build much larger buildings, and occasionally you'll see one that's left behind from an earlier era. So there you have the American Irish Historical Society building. And you can see it was, you know, at one point a street of slightly smaller stature brick buildings. They didn't want to tear theirs down, so they had to build up on either side of it. The last remaining, it's kind of cool to see those old remnants mixed around the city here. Beautiful ancient statue, and what's Melissa doing? Got your nose. It's a poignant piece by Adrian Piper. You look in the mirror and it says, "Everything will be taken away." Reliquary bust of Saint Uric. So it has like a little trap door in the top.
The guy's
Is that what it says?
was contained.
Oh, it's a.
It's a death mask.
Well, you wouldn't want to open that expecting to find cookies.
Wow.
They said these were found in the tomb of Maquetra. They're almost 4,000 years old. The colors are so vibrant, but it gives you an idea of what the boats look like. That looks way overloaded. That looks like way too many people on a boat. Traveling boat rowing. It's just amazing that the cloth and everything stood up for so long. The other models here show you the way of life, where they've got like the slaughterhouse, I guess. And you got it looks like a.
Them making bread.
Oh, they're making bread.
No, here.
Oh, grain. Okay, they're making grain in this one.
This is the bakery.
That's the
But they
bakery.
explain it.
Very smart that they preserve their way of life with these
The
statues.
men and the women are working together to make bread.
Oh yeah, they're intermixed, working together. Beautiful, intricate detail. That the inside of the sarcophagus is painted with all this detail and script. And the symbol, the arms outspread. It's really cool. So they're saying that some of the sarcophagus that you see are missing the faces or the hands, and that's because they were once gold or gilt, and people scraped and chiseled them off over years as they plundered the tombs. So unfortunately, the beautiful faces aren't there to see anymore. They do have a full-size temple that's been moved here, and when you get up close, and we'll get up close and have a look, you can see carvings from Napoleon's troops and just years of ancient graffiti on it. It's pretty amazing. So when you look at the carving on the side, you can see where it says 1820, 1891, Theodore Sieb. So somebody named Teddy in 1851 scrawled his name on the side of this when it was still in Egypt. And it had this cool projection that shows that it was painted at one point. And it kind of cycles through to show you the different colors and the way it was done. And that's what it would have looked like.
They look like soldiers. I see what do you...
The suit of armor. That little spot sticking off the side, that's to rest your... It's for jousting. and matching horse helmet. Even the inside of the shields in ancient times, well, I shouldn't say ancient, that's from 1530 Italian, but look how beautifully painted that is. The leather rest for your arm, it would have had a strap to hang on to. Stunning. Absolutely ornate crossbows. Their locks. Kraniken steel horn. (1600s) German pistols. Cased set, flintlock rifle, and pair of pistols with the molds for your bullets and the whole thing. That's quite the case. Different types of... This is what a Tibetan saddle looked like. It looks pretty comfy. Nice gilded threads on there. Melissa pointed out this Japanese dagger, or tanto, and it has a really intricate bird at the one end, and then it goes into the black enamel work, and then into the flowers at the very end. It is a stunning piece, and then that beautiful blade is truly a work of art. Armor from Edo period, early 18th century. Certain wings of the museum, people have donated interiors of whole houses, and this, which is a little dark in here, was the inside of somebody's bedroom. Many people don't know that early on in Picasso's career, he did very realistic, very classic portraits before he went into the abstract. For people who say, oh, the man couldn't paint or my kid would do that. Well, he was a talented fellow. He moved in that direction with purpose. There's actually a few of his paintings here at the gallery. It's quite something to be standing here with the original Cézannes, and then you've got a Georges Seurat right here. Pointillism. The Impressionist wing so far has been one of my favorites. Gosh, always love Van Gogh. How bright, how brilliant. Of course, one of the most famous by Georges Seurat. And I never noticed, Melissa pointed it out, that he did this little border all the way around in kind of purples and blues. And this little monkey right there. You know, an average day at the park. You got your pet monkey out with you. So this says it's a camel and riders Tang Dynasty, late 7th century. And their commute to work was a little bit rougher than ours. Look, there he's like having to hold his kid back while the camel tries to take a chomp out of him. So, did you guys see some stuff?
Yeah.
Ooh. Wouldn't be New York without some honking cabs. What'd you think, Steven?
It was really nice. Are you talking about the museum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a really good experience.
I know, it's a lot to take in. It's pretty overwhelming.
Honestly, there's just so much stuff that I recognized in there. It was weird.
I know, to be in there with all the famous works of art. And now, we're gonna go find a toy store.